Guys, what we're going to do is a double leg into a leg lace.
So we're going to start with the easy version first, and that's to grab the pants. So you don't get to do that obviously if you're doing no-gi. That's where the more difficult version does. But as you're starting to do this, if you haven't done it before, all we're going to do is we're going to change our stance here and actually come down a little bit. And then as you take a penetrating step, we're going to grab some pants. Okay? And then the next thing is I'm just going to slide through this leg through, and then the next leg will come with it. Okay? And then you lace them up. So basically, as you're sliding your feet through, that lead leg, okay, comes up, and that's your anchor leg up the middle, and then you got your outside wrapping leg that comes up as well. We let go of the pants, collect some ankles, push them down, collect, okay. I like to grab high up on my collar, okay, and we sit back. You might roll over to the opposite side and finish that way too. Try not to roll this way because you tend to roll over on top of his leg, and that gives him a base to stand up. So again, we're right about here, okay? I'm gonna shoot in, okay? Catch some pants, and then my back leg comes sliding through, right up into your Ashi Garami. Now, the pants are good for holding on and to slide your feet through, but also if you might not have great core strength, you can pull yourself up and him down a little bit to get the Ashi Garami fairly easily. And we're gonna let go, grab the backs of the ankles. This is important because that aids in the trip, but also so that I can put this ankle up into my armpit, okay? So if I was down here when I knocked him down and I scooped up, now I'm trying to apply a joint lock on a bone, not a joint, okay? I'm squishing his calf and trying to break his tibia, okay? So if I have a hold of his ankle, it goes up into my armpit, slide your arm over, grab your lapel, or grab your other hand. Again, the lapel works for me. And you can sit back. If you're gonna grab your hands together, same thing, okay?
Remember, you want a good straight back. You want to lower your levels with your legs. And that's really an important thing. Can you show how to do it? Because by doing that, it allows you to swing your hips under deeper to get the leg lace.
If I'm bent over like this when I'm shooting, just so that I can grab, now my hips have way farther to go, and it's really easy for him to throw me too. Like as soon as I grab this and I start moving, there I go. So try and keep good posture, gets your hips closer, okay? Change your level, okay? Step in, grab some pants, slide through, and lace up.
Did you, everybody see how you slide through? Remember, the one left leg is propped up against Mike's right leg, and look at what Derek does with his other right leg, or with his right leg, I should say. Swings up, and this is the lacing. Did everybody see how? And right on the hip. Ever see that?
I mean, I guess I could lace on the other side. Sorry.
Because those things are important. Because when he grabs the ankles, the lace also is a nice trip. It's also a nice transition, a takedown. Take right, boom. See how I used it?
You're basically pushing with your foot into his torso and pulling his ankles back, and he'll fall over. Now that we've already covered the easier version, which is like the double leg with the pants, we're actually going to do a more traditional double leg because it gives you more control over the leg itself, which you might need if the guy's scrambling around. The pants are great because it allows you to pull them, but not so great because you're not holding anything but the pants. The leg can move around inside there. So finishing can sometimes be a little hard once you do get a hold of it. But with the normal double, once you're shooting in there, you've got like contact on the legs, so it's fairly easy to get control of it. It is a little bit harder to remember to get your hands down by the ankles. So I'm gonna go this way because I'm shooting left. Okay, so as I'm shooting through, I want to make some contact. I don't want to go like this and grab legs and then just kind of, like hop underneath there. Okay, because it's extremely easy for him to get out of that, right? He either just like sprawls and lands on me, or he just like steps his legs out of that. So what you want ideally is an actual shot, even if it's not a great one. You just want to make some contact with your upper arms or shoulder. So as you change your levels and you make some contact there, the next thing you're going to do is you're just going to slide your legs through. And with that shoulder in contact with his upper thigh, it's really, really simple. Okay? And half the time they end up falling over if you catch them unawares. If they don't, you switch your hands back down again towards the ankles, you push with your foot in his ribs or his sternum, wherever your foot happens to be. I like it on the hip because that's easier to get the sweep down the back, okay? Reach through and grab as high on your collar as you can. And the reason why is when I clamp my knees together and I lean back, that should be a relatively easy tap. If I reach down here, way down by my belt on the lapel, see how much farther I have to lean back in order to get that? Even if I get my hands together down here, you see this a lot. People grabbing right at their belt knot, and they're sitting there and they're arching back like that to get it. Pull that sucker up towards your chest, or nipple height, and then you lean back and you get it, okay? You want your hands right about here, a little bit above the shin bone, so that when you just barely lean back, you get that. And that doesn't really matter which way your hands are doing it, okay? Just not down by your belt.
You know, one thing, when you come in, can you show him how to, when you put that, when you put the top of his foot, you'll put that right in the back of your armpit. And watch how Derek does this. He places Mike's foot where he wants it to finish him.
Yep. Okay, so again, lowering the level, good shot with the lead leg in between his legs, and I'm just gonna slide through and lace up, okay? Reach down and grab ankles. As you knock him down, I'm gonna move this way so you can see. Okay, I still have a hold of this ankle. I'm gonna pull that up into my armpit, and then I just slide my hand across, and then grab the lapel up high. Okay? Putting that up there in the armpit, make sure it's exactly where you want. Otherwise, it's down here, and then now I'm trying to attack his calf and his leg bone instead of his ankle. It's not a joint lock anymore. And then I have to do all this work to get it back there and then finish.
And that's probably the primary reason guys miss the leg lock finish, the ankle lock finish at the end of this, or pretty much any ankle submission. They don't have it high enough into the armpit.
They're just trying to dig through first, like it's already there, so they're like, I'm gonna dig through, and then I'm gonna lean back, and it's not working, right? So you put it right up where it needs to be, slide that hand across, grab your lapel, okay? If you don't have a lapel, get your hands together, whichever way you prefer.
The reason we're emphasizing this because this is what we want. All this work of shooting the double leg, sliding under, leg lacing, Ashi Garami, you want that leg of his, that ankle in the right spot so you can finish. This is what we want the end result to be.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yep.
You good, guys? That's just a matter of practice.